right, everybody, welcome back. This is UFC 329 International Fight Week coming up here on the weekend. McGregor's back, and our gym tournament is going to crown a champion on the same card. This is going to be a big moment, man. This is a big weekend. We've been waiting for this card.
Yep. Yeah, it's almost time. You got the week off, so Dana's blessing us with this stacked card, and no pun intended for Max blessed Holloway, but I think some crazy shit's gonna go down. So looking forward to it.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's dive into it. It's a stacked card. I think a little bit more stacked than people realize. I think people just see Conor and then they say, oh, I'm just looking forward to the main event. But if you scroll down here, even the co-main, like you got two people back to back that are going to have sick walkout song anthem type vibes coming into the arena.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Big
This
time.
fight's sick. Corey versus Bautista, Royval. So I don't know too much about this guy, Cavagna. Yeah.
He's he's an up and comer. He's on someone's, like, he knows one of like the top fighters or something, or he has a coach, same coach as someone else, or I'm not too up to speed on him, but
so his last fight he beat Brandon Moreno in a decision this year in February.
Yeah. So he's the real deal, man. Like, have those odds against Royval is saying something.
Got it. So he came into the Dana. He came in through Dana White's Contender Series, and he got a KO round 1, 2 minutes 35 seconds. Came into the UFC, decision win. He lost to Charles Johnson by TKO round 2, then came back, fought Brandon Moreno, won that by decision. Now he's fighting Royval. So, I mean, if he beats Royval here, does that place him close to a title shot, you think?
I mean, yeah, you'd think so after Van and Royval, like they fought recently. Like flyweight's it's getting actually kind of spicy in the flyweight division if you look at it. Like, it used to be kind of a low class division, but now it's pretty stacked, top 5 at least.
Yeah, so the meta rankings versus the media rankings. The meta rankings have him at 5th, and so he'd be fighting the 4th guy. Tatsuro, Kape, and Pantoja are ahead of him. So maybe Kape gets the
title shot after Pantoja.
Yeah, I mean, if Pantoja's healthy. Yeah, if he's healthy. But yeah, that's interesting. I haven't really been following this guy too closely. I do watch the Dana White's Contender Series, but his name and kind of face, I don't really recognize right off the bat.
Yeah, he's pretty new for sure.
And then this is a sweet fight. Open up the main card, Bobby Green versus Terrance McKinney. This will be a good one. I have a feeling it's probably going to be a stand-up game unless, Terrance has got good takedowns. He's got good submissions. He might outclass Bobby there a little bit. Their striking is like almost equal, except for the fact that Bobby Green doesn't get hit.
Yeah, so it should be a great fight. Yeah, do we have odds for that one yet?
Just came in, so it hasn't updated on this site, but the odds on the app are showing Bobby Green as the 126 underdog and Terrance McKinney is the minus 162 favorite.
Okay, so pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Whittaker's on the prelims, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, against Nikita Krylov. Both have pretty stacked records. So this is a vet versus vet. 80% hype for this one. Yeah, man. It's another great fight, another close fight.
And then we've got Gable Stevenson versus Elisha Ellison.
Have you heard of this Gable guy?
So I just saw someone in the chat say, what the fuck's going on here with these odds? But I didn't really look into it too much. What's his deal?
So he was on Joe Rogan's podcast a while ago. He's like an elite wrestler, decided to join MMA. You got a lot of hype behind him. Big heavyweight, so could be the next big thing here.
Crazy. A lot of hype behind this guy. We got like no data on him at all. Cool. That'll be sick. And then you got Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. Cody's still kicking it, man. He's trying to get it done. People keep telling him to retire, but he's coming out a dog in this one, facing a younger guy. The other guy looks like he's coming off a draw or a no contest.
Yeah, a draw versus Simone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is a great prelim, pretty stacked. Garbrandt's always a character in there, and Yanez has a pretty deep resume too, so should be a good fight.
Yeah, I'm wondering. It looks like Yanez actually has more striking output. And then everything else, like I guess Adrian just hasn't shown a lot of his wrestling or grappling in a lot of his fights. It looks like a lot of them are like just scrolling down here from the Dana White's Contender Series. He came on in 2020. KO, 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 decision, KO, got KO'd, landed another KO. So this is probably going to be a crazy fight, man.
Yeah, there's gonna be fireworks for sure.
And then any of these other fights you want to tap into at all?
I mean, you got Ethan Ewing fighting down a bit.
Yeah, so this one actually is canceled. Ethan got an injury, so it's going to be pulled. Right. And Fareed's got a new opponent. The UFC just hasn't updated yet their site. So I think there's going to be a last minute swap this week. So stay tuned for that on the app, guys. You're going to need to place a new pick on this one.
Yeah, and then going down, Zach Reese, I just saw one of his Instagram posts, how he was, like wanting to be an MMA fighter, kind of working a day job, and he just sent it and got into the UFC. So it's all about chasing your dreams and, being positive. So that's all I know about him, but
that's dope. He got a draw against Dumas back in 2025. But then before that, it's like he's squeaked out some decision wins. Oh, shit. On the Cannonier versus Imavov fight, he got a round 1 KO against Julian Marquez.
Nice.
That's crazy. So yeah, he's been in some fights, man, coming from the Contender Series as well. Crazy how many fighters in the UFC now are coming from the Contender Series.
Yeah, it's cool though. It's cool. I think when is the next one? Is it like end of the summer or something? I think it runs end of summer. But yeah, a bunch of great contenders coming out of there. I mean, that's like the real deal. Contender Series you can hand out so many contracts, and opposed to like the Ultimate Fighter where there's only a few.
And you have like such a long runway to get there. Yeah, so the next Dana White Contender Series starts August 11th. You're right. And you're kind of near end of summer, runs till early September. There's 5 weeks. Those will be exciting to tune into.
Yeah, those are always fun to watch.
And then opening up the fight here. This is going to be great. Costa versus Durden. Cody's got a big chip on his shoulder coming into this fight. He's got a plus 200 dog next to his name. Been following him on Instagram. So he's coming off a win. Before that, he was on a 4-fight losing skid, and he had lost to Joshua Van, the now champ, after beating Matt Schnell. So back in 2024, he beat Schnell by sub round 2, then lost to Van and went on a losing streak, finally redeemed himself this year in April. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here. Another big dog. Costa is coming off first round knockout. The fight before that was a round 2 KO. So this guy's going to be having some confidence. You get 2 fights in a row where you knock the guy out. That's clearly where some of these odds are coming from.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, start off the night with a pretty good fight and just keep it rolling all throughout. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Interesting, because 71% excitement on the first prelim. That's a pretty high number. A lot of the early prelims usually get 50 or below. So just goes to show, I think this was a big disappointment for people that it got pulled. Had a lot of hype behind it. So we'll see what the replacement gets. But yeah, hey, before we dive into our picks, there's one thing we need to do. So if you like, comment, and subscribe on the podcast, in the next podcast, we spin the wheel. And so this week, we've got some names. These are all the people that commented on the last podcast that we filmed. So who's going to get 10,000 combat credits? We're going to find out right now. Skunky Ham, congratulations, man. Reach out to us on Discord. Send us an email, support@mma-fantasy.com. Send us your in-game username, and we'll deliver 10K combat credits right to your wallet. Congratulations, buddy.
Nice win, Skunky Ham.
All right, now we're going to go to today's sponsor, FightOdds.pro. FightOdds.pro, this is the tool that I wish I had when I was betting during the fight weeks. It's one screen, and on their odds screen, you can see every single sportsbook line across every fight side by side. So if Conor's opening line is plus 260, but one book has it at plus 300, that's a gap in real money, and you can figure out where you should place your sports bet to get the most bang for your buck. They've also got a daily fantasy sports pick'em screen, which if you take a look at the DraftKings screen, they have all this. They also have a daily fantasy sports screen that shows all the different projections across all of the different pick'em apps and tools like Steam Moves and plus EV bets, so that if you're taking the betting side seriously, you need a tool like this to figure out where your competitive edge is going to be. Last thing, they are running a free-to-enter UFC 329 fantasy pool on MMA Fantasy, and you can win $200 USD. It's a winner-take-all 6-boost pool, and so that's a free shot at $200 just for making picks in the Conor card. The only way you get access to this is if you sign up for FightOdds.pro, and for a limited time, they've given us a promo code. We have our own promo code. It's MMA Fantasy, all caps, and you get your first 2 months of FightOdds Pro for 20% off. So go check them out. I know the owner of this website. He's super cool, and we're partnering with them now. So all of the odds in the app are coming from FightOdds.pro, and you can go in there and get your discount and join that free pool. All right. Well, let's do a reverse order here. Let's start at the first prelim, go through our picks. If you have something you want to dive into, feel free to do it. Otherwise, we'll just keep on rolling. This first one here, I'll start us off. I'm going with the dog. I'm going with Cody. Decision on this one.
Yeah, I'm going cost KO round 2.
Fair. That one makes sense. All right, this next one here, you want to start her off?
Yeah, just looking at my picks here, I have Ryan by decision on this one, but after, seeing what Zach Reese is all about, I might switch over to him and do Reese decision.
Nice. Yeah, I think Ryan's going to get this one down, and I actually ended up going with the KO round 1 with Ryan here. He's 9-1.
Yeah, he's a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I'm going to land it. My heart's with Zach though. With his story, I hope he gets it done. All right, we can skip this one because it's canceled. We'll go to this one here: Pinas versus Almeida. I got Pinas.
So
decision.
What was that?
I got.
You have what?
I got Damian decision.
All right.
Yeah. Who do you got?
I got Almeida by KO round 2.
Okay. And what's the other guy's name?
Damian Pinas.
Pinas. I got in this one here. Who do you got in this one?
I'm going Wang Kong by decision.
Nice.
You?
And yeah, I got the same thing. Though I think Tracy could get this one done. So pretty much pick him on the odds. Why didn't you go Tracy in this one, Ben?
I think she's a great fighter and all, but it's a tough test going against Wang. Close fight, but yeah, my heart's leaning with Wang.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think Tracy's shown that she's pretty susceptible to counter strikes. And I think Wang's, if you look at the stats on this, if you look at just the striking alone, Wang beats her on every single metric, and it's not even close. And she has really good combination-based striking. She switches it up, too, with takedowns, so you never know if she's going to go for a body shot, if she's going for a takedown. So I think, Yeah, I do think Wang gets it done here. And her right hand is pretty dangerous. So watch out for that. There could be a knockout here. All right, next up,
Nice.
we got Luke versus Kai. I guess this is actually one that we should chat about because I'm actually locking this one in. I've got a 2x KO round 2 for Luke Riley.
Nice. I almost have the same pick. I just have KO round 3.
Round 3.
Yeah, with the 2X on there.
What made you go for the third round?
See a lot of decisions on Kai's record. Luke Riley has, some late stoppages as well, so just figured it might go to the late rounds.
I'm seeing earlier for Kai. I do agree that, or for Luke, I do agree that Kai gets a lot of late ones, but for the most part, if Luke's ending the fight, it's happening in round 1 or 2.
Fair enough.
All right. And then next up after this, we're going to go to, and did you boost that one, by the way?
Yeah, I got a 2X on that.
Okay. What about for the Cody one, man? Who do you got here?
I got Yanez KO round 2.
Okay. I went KO, but I went for the round 1 on this one. So I think he's going to get it done early. Cody, I think we know this one's going early, no matter who's going out, right? They're going to start swinging. It's going to be dangerous. Yeah, it'll be fireworks. All right. Next up, Gable Stevenson versus Ellison. Who do you got in this one, man?
It's my lock of the night, man. I got my 4X boost on KO round 1 for Gable.
I got the same pick. I think a lot of other people do too, dude. I think this is potentially going to be a night ruiner for a lot of people if it doesn't happen as we think it's going to. The hype train's going to be tested on this card.
Yeah, big hype for this guy. Hopefully the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah. Does he have, so you said he has a lot of wrestling experience, right? So he's competed, like, obviously only 3 fights on his pro MMA career, but like on the wrestling side, I'm assuming he's had some pretty big wrestling matchups under the lights, has felt the pressure against some big opponents. Like, it's not like a lot of people say when they go to the UFC, it's just different, right? Like under those lights, that amount of fans, the production value, like everything about it, you walk into that arena and it's too big for some people. Do you know anything about if he's been tested that way in the wrestling world?
Like as far as his matchups and stuff?
Yeah, and just the places he's competed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like a D1 wrestler. He won gold in the Olympics in 2020. D1 champion 2021, 22. Yeah, he's got stacked wrestling pedigree, so.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. That's why we're locking it. I'll start this one off. I'm going with your boy, Robert Whittaker. He's the favorite in this fight. I'm actually sprinkling a little 3X on him and going for a KO round 1. And if I'm not mistaken, his last fight, he lost to RDR. And before that, he lost to Hamzat, and Hamzat smashed his jaw in one of the grossest photos I've ever seen, where his front teeth fell back, or his bottom set of teeth fell back into his mouth. It almost made me throw up. So this guy's been through it. And I just think, the people he's lost to are the top guys, right? And so, Nikita's good. He's coming off a KO against Bukauskas, which is pretty big. But like he lost to Reyes, he lost to Gustav. I think Robert's going to be able to get it done here, man.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I got Whittaker decision on this one, though.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, is Nikita pretty durable?
Yeah, I mean,
He's only been to 2 decisions
anyone,
when he wins, and when he loses, 2 decisions. Most other have ended either KO or submission in his fights. That's why I'm thinking like it'll be early. Just he has so many first round stoppages. So whether he wins or loses, it's like it ends quick. But who knows, man? These styles might just match up perfectly and it might go all the way.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, Bobby Green versus Terrance McKinney. I'm going Bobby. I'm taking the dog. I'm taking the vet. I'm going Bobby. KO round 1.
Nice. Yeah, I got McKinney sub round 2.
Nice. It's good for our gym to split up the picks a bit. I'm looking at what Bobby's been doing recently. Everybody counts him out, right? And he's won 3 in a row. And a lot of his fights, like the last 2 were stoppages in either round 1 or round 2. So I'm rocking with Bobby here. Obviously, the age difference is a real deal, but I'm waiting for Bobby to prove me wrong by going with him because the last two guys he lost to were Ruffy and Paddy.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a good fight. He's got a good chance for sure.
All right, up here, with the guy that I don't really know, I'm going with Kavanaugh. Is that how you say it? Kavanaugh?
Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh? Yeah, I'm going with him. Decision.
Yeah, I got the same thing, man. Most likely a decision. Flyweights, don't pack as big of a punch, but not to say you'd still get knocked out for sure. But
Oh, yeah.
I got decision on that one.
Nice. All right, Cory versus Mario. Who do you got?
I got Sandhagen on this one, KO round 1.
Wow. Okay, so you think he knocks him out and it's just going to be standing the whole time early. You said round 1, right? Early stoppage?
Yeah, it's kind of a gut check type thing, but
fair. That would be
probably something
sick result
crazy.
for Cory. Yeah.
Flying knee or something.
Fair
That'd be
enough,
cool.
man. I went Cory as well, but I got decision on this one. I feel like their striking's pretty equal and their grappling's pretty equal. Bautista might have like slightly better submissions, slightly better takedowns, but generally speaking, this is like, I think the odds should be, yeah, they're pretty close. I think the odds make sense here. The ages are close, the reach is close, the height's closer, the amount of experience is pretty similar. It's just, there's not a lot of edge you can find here. I think going with your gut makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, BSD versus Paddy Pimblett in the co-main. I've got BSD here, sub round 2 against Paddy. And I know that's a crazy pick, but the reason why I'm doing it is I think Paddy's got really good subs, but in terms of his takedowns, takedown accuracy, takedown defense, BSD does better. So I think he just has more control on the ground and he's going to get that sub. And his hands are also very deadly. So I don't think him just standing with Paddy is going to be a bad idea either. So yeah, I'm just predicting he's going to take him down and he's going to sub him. And it's probably going to happen in the second, not the first, because Paddy's going to have enough to defend early on.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big pick, man. I'm going Paddy decision on this one. I think it's a battle from the first to the last round. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup, man. Like Paddy coming off the Gaethje loss, going to want to start to, get some more dubs, get back to the title shot. And BSD coming off with that round 2 KO against Hooker. Yeah, both animals, both scrappy. Going to be a good one.
100%, man. All right, now in the main event, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. I'm assuming you've got Conor McGregor KO round 1 4x on this one, right?
Yeah, right, bud. I got Max all day, KO round 2 3x boost. I think he sleeps Conor. Sleeps Conor in the second, and Conor, yeah, is gonna probably never fight again. So
He's still got one fight on his contract.
yeah, I don't think he'll be able to make the fight after what Max does to him. So
Damn. All right, fair enough, man. Yeah, I got Max in this one too, but I'm going decision. It's a 3-rounder, right?
is it?
No, it's 5. I thought someone said that he asked for 3 rounds.
Probably asked for it, but
Got it. No, it's 5. So, yeah, I guess decision probably doesn't make a ton of sense knowing Max is way more active, been fighting the top of the guys in the division, and Conor's been, doing cocaine on yachts. And just doing Conor shit, man. I mean, I don't get why he's still fighting, dude. He's made so much money. He doesn't need to be doing this anymore. He's the face of the UFC and he's still been out of the game for so long. I just don't get it. The last time he fought was what? 2020 what?
21.
21?
Yeah, it's been like 5 years.
Yeah. So the casuals will be like, Conor will do this. He's coming back. If he's coming back, he's fit enough. He had a great camp. But that much ring rust, bro, after the injuries he's had? Nah.
I'd be surprised if he wins. That being said, it is an MMA fight, so anything can happen. I just don't think he's as dialed as he once was, and he's got a lot of other shit going on. And yeah, Max he's been in it for so long, hasn't taken any breaks, no rust at all, and is still a dog. So not an underdog, but a dog.
Yeah, Polymarket's got him at 66% to win. They're giving Conor 35 right now.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end of the episode here. We hope you enjoy the fights this weekend. I'm hoping you're watching them somewhere. You're cracking a couple cold ones. You got your hot dogs, your wings, your beers, and your pizzas flowing. It's going to be a good weekend. To end things off, like we always do, we're going to rip a game of blackjack on the app and we're going to place a parlay. So to start things off, let's go ahead and place a parlay here. Ben, any fighters particularly that you want to place a bet on?
I mean, we got a pretty good split here between us two, so I think we're just gonna have to rock with some random picks here. So let's take Zach Reese.
Okay, I got Reese on the slip. Who else are you liking?
Good dude. You got Whittaker?
Yep, I got Whittaker.
All right, let's throw Whittaker on there and maybe
Yeah, I'll sprinkle Whittaker on there. We need one more.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think we could rock with Cory Sandhagen.
All right.
All right, I'm going to throw, what do I have here? I've got 2K. I'll throw 1,000 on it. So our payout would be 5K if we hit it.
Nice.
Locking that in. All right, we've placed that. Pop over to the blackjack table. I'll see you at the main table, man. All right, let's do this thing. Got 1K on it. I don't have enough for a full double, so we'll see if the app lets me double with less if I get it. 20's not bad. Hopefully the okay, so it doesn't have blackjack. Table stand. Show me a 6. 5 is good. No way.
Damn, dude.
Sorry, bro. Dang. I mean, good for me. I just made my parlay money back right there.
There you go. Nice win. Nice win.
And you're in the buy-in pool, correct? Are you in both? Nice. So top prize right now, it's a 24K total pot. 14 people are in it. Top prize gets 12K. They take down the Strike Pass one. And for the free pool, winners taking home 5.7K with a over 10,000 total pot. There's 23 people that have joined that one, which is pretty dope.
Nice. I also wanted to give a shout out to our Strike Pass Season 2 winners. Harrison Merciless came in first at the top of the podium. A2X with second place. And JK ATF with third place. So congrats to you guys. I'm working on your prizes right now. If you haven't already, send me in some ideas for the backgrounds and stuff in the banner so I can get those started. But big prizes. We got 30,000 combat credits for the first place winners. Custom badge, a 101 background, 101 banner. Second place got 15K and a banner and background. And third place got 10 cosmetics from the previous collection as well as 10K combat credits. So huge prizes for the winners. So make sure you're picking all season long and you could be on the podium.
Hell yeah. Before we fully sign off, I do have one more thing to showcase today, and that is, check this out. We can now launch the auction house. In the store, you'll get a notification that says the auction house is live, and a one-of-one banner, background, banner animation, background animation, or name color will be live and allow you to bid on it. You'll be able to click in, preview the one-of-one, see who's bid, and make your own bid. And it all updates in real time. So people can have bidding wars going back and forth, and they'll get real-time updates on who's placed bids. This is still in development. I'm doing a lot of testing on it to make sure it looks good. But the idea will be that every week there's a fight. We'll throw up a one-of-one auction, probably around like the Thursday, and end the auction close to the fight, probably around like Saturday morning, to allow you guys to kind of bid and go after some of these ultra rare cosmetics that will only be available to you. It's a complete one-of-one. It'll never be made again.
That's sick.
Stay tuned for this. This will be coming out in the next week or so.
Hell yeah.
Cool, guys. Ben, take us away, man.
Yeah, you guys know what to do. As always, lock your picks, lock your reads, trust your gut, trust your reads. And yeah, huge night of fights coming up. So you're going to be wanting to compete hard and apply those boosts. hit up the casino, hit up our Discord, and we'll see you at the top.
Peace out, guys.